What's up, guys? I'm Youngster Skaymore, and today I've got a Wi-Fi battle against Voltomic. Now, I'm pretty sure Voltomic has a Twitch account, so if that's the case, I'll leave it in the description below. Anyway, looking at the team preview, I see Voltomic has a Latios, a Dragonite, a Conkeldurr, a Trevenant, a Gengar, and a Gardevoir. And I was actually a little bit worried that he would Mega Evolve either his Gengar or Latios and break OU rules, since Mega Gengar's banned and Mega Latios isn't even released yet. But, I mean, he has a Gardevoir on his team, so I had no reason to believe that Gardevoir wasn't his Mega. But you'll see during the battle why I was actually a little bit confused. Anyway, he has a Dragonite on his team, so I definitely want to get up my rocks, so his multiscale will be broken, and I can send in my Ditto, whose multiscale would still be intact, and take out his Dragonite. Or also, even without my Ditto, if his Dragonite's multiscale is broken, I could probably take it out with either my Charizard, my Infinite, or my Starter. So I definitely need to get my Stealth Rocks up, because if not, that Dragonite can probably Dragon Dance and sweep my whole team. Maybe Ditto can stop it, but the rocks would still be really helpful. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into the battle. Now, Voltomic's going to lead off with this Gardevoir, and I'm going to lead off with the Tyranitar. He probably predicted the Tyranitar lead. He probably predicted the Tyranitar lead because Tyranitar is the only thing on my team that can learn Stealth Rocks, I think. The only thing on my team, at least, that usually runs Stealth Rocks. So he leads off with that Gardevoir, knowing that he can 2-hit KO my Tyranitar. So, but I don't care. I know it can't OHKO me, even if it's... Actually, I'm not sure if it can OHKO me if it's a Mega, but I didn't think it could, so I definitely want to... I stayed in instead of my Stealth Rocks, and it doesn't Mega Evolve. This is why I get confused, because if that's not his Mega, I thought that maybe Gengar or Latias would, but they can't be his Mega since they're not allowed. So that's why I got a little bit confused, but I guess he just doesn't run a Mega on his team. Anyway, I go for the Stealth Rocks for the reason I stated before, just for that, basically for that Dragonite. And then I switch out my Tyranitar because I don't want it to die just yet, and I switch into my Charizard because I know Charizard can take a Moonblast and then kill this thing, outspeed it, and kill it with a Fire Blast. So he goes to the Moonblast. Unfortunately, he actually gets the special attack drop on my Charizard, which really stinks because otherwise, I'd be able to do a lot more damage to the rest of his team, whatever he wants to switch in. But it doesn't matter. What's done is done. Moonblast has a pretty good chance, I think, of lowering special attack, so I can't really complain about that. Anyway, he switches out his Gardevoir and sends in his Latias because his Latias he knows can take Fire Blast. I guess he was just hoping that I didn't have Dragon Pulse, but with that special attack drop, he shouldn't worry about he doesn't even need to worry about Dragon Pulse that much, especially if that's a bulky Latias. Anyway, I Mega Evolve for the obvious reason to get my stun up and power myself up. And I go for the Fire Blast just because it can do some decent damage to anything he switched in. Although that special attack drop really hurt. Anyway, I go with Fire Blast on the Latias, and it does not that much damage. So this makes me think that he's probably a bulky Latias, but I'm still not really sure yet, because he might just have like some special defense EVs, still have some speed, some special attack, or maybe I just rolled him in, and also that special attack drop really screwed me over. So anyway, I switch into my Sableye, expecting him to outspeed me since Latias is faster than Mega Charizard, but he actually attack me, but he actually goes for the Thunder Wave. So this makes me, I'm like almost 100% sure now that he's a bulky Latias, and that means he almost definitely runs Defog to get Stealth Rocks off for his Dragonite and for the rest of his team. So I go for the Taunt, so I want to go for the Taunt, so he can't go for the Defog, and that's exactly what I do, and that's exactly what he does. He actually goes for the Defog. Thankfully, I thought of that. I almost clicked Foul Play or something else, but then I'm like, oh shoot, this thing probably has Defog, so I go for the Taunt, and that paid off. Anyway, he switches in his Latios, and I go for the Foul Play, because I know Foul Play will do a ton of damage to whatever he wants to switch in, and he ends up switching this Gengar, so that Gengar's going to die to the Foul Play, because that thing's going right down, unless I had a Focus Sash, but the Stealth Rocks broke that Focus Sash anyway, unfortunately for him, so that Foul Play brought that Gengar right down. Anyway, the only thing he could have switched into a Foul Play from Sableye is that Conkeldurr, but I don't think he wanted to do that, because there's not much Conkeldurr could have done to Sableye anyway, because like his fighting type moves don't affect me. Knockoff would do a little bit of damage, but then after my item got dropped, it wouldn't do that much. Ice Punch wouldn't do that much. So yeah, he had to basically sack something. Anyway, he sends in his Gardevoir, and I know that that thing can destroy my life with a Moonblast, but he actually predicts my switch, I think, and go. Oh no, he doesn't. Never mind. He goes for the Moonblast like I thought he would, and he goes for the Moonblast like I thought he would, and he gets a special attack drop again, which is unfortunate, but he actually does less damage than he did before, as you can see, and that's because I'm a Mega Charizard now, so I have better special defense. I have better special defense on Mega Charizard, so it's not going to do that as much damage, but it still does a decent amount of damage, and now he sends in his Latios, like I kind of expected, and I go for the Fire Blast. Unfortunately, the sun actually faded that turn, because I sent in my Charizard like one turn too early, so that's going to do less than half damage as it normally would if I had regular special attack and the sun was up. But thankfully for me, I actually get the burn. But So that's going to help get some residual damage on that Latias over time. But anyway, I'm still not staying in against this Latias because there's nothing I can do. Oh wait, never mind. No, I'm not. Sorry. I go for the Roost since this is a bulky Latias. I'm pretty sure I can outspeed it, and I'm pretty sure Dragon Balls can't do that much damage to me. So I went for the Roost, and I knew he would probably go for the Defog, but unfortunately, there was nothing I could do about that. I should have predicted his switch into Latias and switched out to my Sableye, but unfortunately I didn't do that. So he's basically going to get a free defog up. Even if I switched into Sableye, he still wouldn't be able to get that defog up on the switch. So there's nothing I really could have done there. So anyway, I went for the Roost to get some HP back, and now I go for the Fire Blast just to deal a little bit of damage to this thing, because it's but then I forget that Latias carries Roost or Recover. That was just a mind fart on my fault. I don't even know. Anyway, I forgot that Latias usually runs Roost or Recover, which is stupid considering my Latias runs Recover. But anyway, I have no business staying in with my Charizard here, considering the sun's not up, and I have that special attack drop, so my Fire Blasts are doing no damage. So anyway, I switch into my Sableye because Sableye can basically take whatever he has, and I was hoping that his last move was a Psychic or Psyshock, so it wouldn't be able to do that much damage to me, but it was actually Dragon Balls, but still, a Dragon Ball still isn't going to do that much to my Sableye, so that's perfectly fine. And now I think I go for the Foul Play, expecting him to switch, because he probably didn't want to keep his Latias in against a Foul Play. But considering he's a bulky Latias, it's not going to O-kill him, so he actually stays in and goes for the Dragon Balls, so I go for the Foul Play. And this was a good play on his part, because the Dragon Balls brought me down to pretty low HP, and I go for the Foul Play, and don't quite take that Latias out. So he knows I'm probably going to have to go for the Recover this next turn, because I can recover away more damage than his Dragon Balls can do. So this gives him basically a free opportunity to switch into his Gardevoir, which I didn't think about. That was a very good play on his part. So, yeah. Anyway, I go for the I'm getting ahead of myself, man. Let's just wait a second. I go for the Recover on this next turn as he switches into his Gardevoir because he didn't want to have to take a Foul Play for my Sableye, because Foul Play would have done about like 35-40% damage, I'm pretty sure. So that would have brought his Gardevoir to low HP, and any other attack would probably kill it, including another Foul Play for my Sableye. So he definitely didn't want to do that, because so I go for the Recover, and he switches into his Gardevoir. So now I'm like, okay, I can switch into my Charizard again because I can take another Moonblast, but that was dumb because I've done that twice already. So it was really easy to predict my switch. So he predicts my switch and goes for the Moonblast, and he gets the special attack drop again, this is getting really annoying. I'm not sure what the odds are of Moonblast getting special attack drop. If it's no, he doesn't. I'm stupid. What am I saying? He predicted my switch. Like I said before, he predicts my switch and goes for the Thunderbolt. And now I'm like, okay, I'm thinking he's Choice Scarf, because if he wasn't Choice Scarf, he wouldn't really have to predict much. I mean, he still would have, but I switched to my Tyranitar here. This was a terrible switch. I should have switched right back into my Sableye, because I would have found out if he was Choice Scarf. Yeah, I thought he was Choice. I didn't really think he was Choice Scarf, but I'm like, wait, what if he's Choice Scarf? So I didn't want to keep my Charizard in against him. But now I switched into my Tyranitar, and now I'm pretty sure he's Choice Scarf since he has stayed in against my Charizard. But I really shouldn't have switched to my Tyranitar. I should have switched to my Sableye, because I would have found out either way. I still would have found out that he was Choice Scarfed. And also, if he switched out, I would have 100% for sure known that he was Choice Scarfed. But I guess I thought that my Sableye was going to do more work. I'd rather sack him than Tyranitar. I'd rather sack Tyranitar than Sableye. But that definitely wasn't the case, because I wouldn't even have to sack Sableye unless he wasn't Choice Scarfed, which he turned out being. Anyway, I don't even know what I'm saying. I go for the Foul Play on Sableye. I should have sent it to Sableye right away instead of Tyranitar, because Sableye wouldn't have went down since he couldn't have gone for the Moonblast since he was Choice Scarf. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, now he switches in his Latias because he's not going to use Thunderbolt on my Sableye. It's going to do no damage, and I go for the Foul Play and finish him right off. So that's good for me, I guess. Right now, and my Tyranitar went down earlier, so right now I'm up 5-4, I think. But his Gardevoir can do a lot of work to my whole team now that I know it's Choice Scarf, because there's not much I really have to for that thing. So anyway, I switch out my Sableye. This, I believe, I switched into my Staraptor. This was a terrible switch. I completely forgot that he was Choice Scarfed. I'm like, wait, but I definitely should have switched in. I don't even know. I should have probably switched in my Ditto. It was probably the only safe switch. But thankfully, by doing that, I was able to bluff that I was Choice Scarfed. So, and then he switches into his Conkeldurr. This is probably not the greatest switch. I don't know about that. And I'm not sure if I should have gone for Brave Bird, because I would have been able to take out his Conkeldurr, but I would have also lost my Staraptor. And I wanted it to be I don't know. But anyway, I go for the U-turn just to see, like, because I thought I was going to die, because I didn't think that he would expect me to be Choice Scarfed, but that's the reasonable expectation, considering I switched it in on his Choice Scarfed Gardevoir. But anyway, yeah, I should have gone for the Brave Bird there, taking out that Conkeldurr, or taking out whatever he switched in. But instead, I go for the U-turn, and I send my Infernape. Here, I make a move that might have lost me the battle. I go for Swords Dance for some reason, because I have a Focus Sash, but I completely forgot that Conkeldurr usually runs Mach Punch. So that was extremely stupid on my part. Extremely stupid. I don't know what I should have done instead, but I definitely should not have done that. Maybe I should have sent in my Ditto. Maybe I should have sent in my Charizard. Probably should have sent in my Ditto. But yeah, I completely forgot that Conkeldurr runs Mach Punch. Right when I click Sword System, I'm like, oh shoot, Conkeldurr runs Mach Punch. I just completely forgot. I completely, I don't even know what I did. I just messed up there. So anyway, I sent in my Ditto next. Because I'll be able to copy his, you know, obviously I sent in Ditto because there's not much I have for this Conkeldurr. I could have sent in my Staraptor. I'm not really sure why I didn't. But I sent in my Ditto instead, and I used knockoff because I predicted him to switch into like Trevenant or something. But he went for knockoff too, which is, I don't know. I made actually a bad play here, or he made a good play there because that made me think that he would stay in again. And now he can send in Gardevoir without me going for the knockoff, because had he switched out to Gardevoir right away, I would have went for knockoff and taken out his Gardevoir, when then I might have been able to win the battle, because his Gardevoir just really destroys my whole team. But I go for Dream Budge now because I expected him to stay in, because that's what he did on the first turn, but that's the turn he actually switches into his Gardevoir. And knockoff, I'm pretty sure would have taken out that Gardevoir, and even if it didn't, even if like I rolled mid and it didn't or something, or if he has like, I don't know, HP EVs, which I'm pretty sure he doesn't, it still would have knocked off his Choice Scarf, and I would have been able to outspeed it with Staraptor and Charizard and Ditto, because my Ditto's Choice Scarf. So yeah, that play actually right there cost me the battle. If I had gone for a knockoff there, that would have been able to take out that Gardevoir and help me win the battle. But he made a really good play by staying in and going for the knockoff, because that made me think that he would stay in next turn and maybe go for the Drain Punch. Anyway, I sent in my Charizard because there's nothing left I can do to this thing. I only have Charizard and Staraptor left. None of them can outspeed this Choice Scarf to Gardevoir. I sent in my Charizard. Gardevoir takes it out with a Moonblast, and I also send in my Staraptor next, and Gardevoir takes it out with a Moonblast. And that's going to be the battle. GG. So yeah, like I said before, if I had gone for knockoff with my Ditto, I might have been able to take out the rest of his team with my Ditto, Charizard, and Sableye. Oh shoot, I have my Sableye left. Yeah, I have my Sableye left. I completely forgot about that, but Sableye is not leaving a Moonblast, so that doesn't even matter. Sableye goes right down to that Moonblast, and that's going to be GG. Anyway, I probably could have won that battle still. I still had a chance to win that battle if I went for knockoff on that Gardevoir, because I still would have had my Ditto, Sableye, Staraptor, and Charizard, while he would have had his Trevenant, Dragonite, Gardevoir, no, not Gardevoir, Trevenant, Dragonite, and Conkeldurr. Staraptor could have taken out anything with a Brave Bird. No, not Dragonite. I would have switched out my Ditto because I would have needed my Ditto for Dragonite. Would have been able to take out the Dragonite with my Ditto. Charizard and Staraptor combined would probably be able to take out Trevenant and Conkeldurr. So, I don't know. He still could have won, but if I went for that knockoff, I would have been in a much better situation. I still would have had a chance to win this battle. But anyway, that's what happens. If you make mistakes against good battlers, you're going to lose. So you can't afford to make mistakes. This shows that I still have a lot of room to get better. So anyway, GG Voltomic, guys. Follow me on Twitch if you want to challenge me to a battle. Follow me on Twitter. Please drop a comment down below. I'm still very new at this, so drop a comment, tell me what you like and don't like about my video. Drop a comment about whatever you like. Also, please like this video, and please subscribe if you like this content, if you want to see more. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow with probably with part of my Zelda playthrough. I'm doing a Let's Play of Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. I'll probably be back tomorrow with a episode of that. And 2 days from now, I should be back with another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. See you guys.